if you ever go through a very hard breakup, I would highly suggest 30, the album. It's not as popular
Absolutely
as the other
not.
ones.
Absolutely not.
It's not as popular, but it's delicious.
Messy thought, messy thought, messy thought, messy thought, messy thoughts.
You remember I told you about, because the conversation we're going to have today, I think we need to, prep our minds.
Yes, have a spiritual
prep our
experience.
bodies. And you remember them drinks I was telling you about? I brought us 2.
Ooh.
Yes. So the people who are listening, we are about to drink some drinks made by the brand called Trip. And this is the flavor melon cucumber, and it is the calm, real quick. So you take
I didn't know I was getting beverages.
Yeah, you take yours and then...
Y'all, this is melon cucumber. Ooh, lightly sparkling drink.
But
This
y'all,
is delish.
welcome back. This is another episode of Messy Thoughts. My name is BJ.
And I'm LeBron. They still let us have this show, girl. Isn't that crazy?
Welcome back. So anyway, I wanted us to truly get prepped for this because this could get not heated between us.
Oh, this is also prep.
No, you can take it with your prep.
Amazing.
if you want to.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and open it. Let's take a quick sip. Ooh, that's delicious. It's refreshing.
Ooh, the cucumber.
No, that is.
The cucumber is there. Hold on. Oh, I love this.
No, this is delicious.
The cucumber. I hate when a cucumber is a hint of cucumber. I want to. This is a cucumber juice.
I taste mint too. Do you? No, I'm probably.
I think it's there's a little melon in there. I think it's that the brighter note in there is the melon. It's like a.
Y'all, I'm trying to stop drinking, and I had this drink the other morning at night, but I chugged it. I'm like, this ain't gonna do nothing. I just remember maybe 30 minutes later, just without thinking, I'm like, I'm just really kicking it. I'm cooling. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good. I'm like, maybe it is this damn. It has magnesium in it.
It's low calorie, vegan, non-GMO, and 100% recyclable. And this is not an ad, by the way.
No, it's not. But I'm they may get all my money now because I'm telling you, after I drunk it, I was like, this is actually really good. So anyway, I just wanted to just prep us for it. And I'm glad you like it because this is delicious.
I love cucumber. I'm obsessed with this bevy drink at work. It's a sparkling machine that has flavored water as sparkling. And it has a cucumber flavor, and I'm obsessed with it. Take it away from me every week. But this is so good. And then it has the Calm app logo at the top, which this is, what is it? Is that? Do they sponsor the thing? I don't know.
Girl, I don't know. I just thought
there's a QR code you can scan to get 3 free months of Calm Prima. Again, this is not an ad. This is me exploring the can.
I just wanted to say, Trip, I really enjoyed your product the first time, so I'm going to try a couple more of y'all flavors. This was melon cucumber.
Okay.
I think I tried the strawberry one. It was really good.
We'll see how we progress through this podcast. So if I take off my shirt mid podcast, I have really enjoyed the
You took your shirt off the last time. Nobody saw it, but you took your shirt off the last time.
Okay, but we went to break, and I said, it's entirely too hot in here. Let the girls out.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Let's get to the business.
LeBron.
Yeah, that's my name.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Why are people haters?
People were made to hate.
People were made to hate.
I feel. Do you think that people are haters? Are you feeling a hater vibe?
I think hating in general, or just not rooting for anything, or just being negative.
Mm-hmm.
That is all. I think it is also just ingrained in us. It just happens. But I also think we are taught to be haters. I think we truly are taught to be haters.
Yeah.
But at the same token and same breath, is it always bad to be a hater?
I think, the first step in hating is defining what really a hater is.
Okay.
For me.
I
do have that definition.
Let's go with it.
So the definition of a hater is a person who strongly dislikes someone or something. And it goes on to say that person would unfairly criticize, belittle, or express jealousy towards the success or appearance and achievements.
Yes.
So it's just someone who's always on your neck, low key. It's someone who pays attention to you, but dislikes everything about you. So why are you looking at me? Why are you looking over here for entertainment? What is going on in your life that makes me so attractive that you want to hate on me? But I do think people were made to hate. Like, I think we were born, and all of us look around, and we do try to have this acceptance and tolerance and all these things. But then at the end of the day, we all have things we viscerally dislike strongly. I don't know if I'll use the word hate. Like, we say hater as like a cute,
we're not,
cute.
Correct.
But it's not. We're not talking about hate here. Like, you hate. I hate Donald Trump.
Yeah,
I
we
hate him. So that is like another thing.
I've
like,
gotten your postcard. You
exactly. I like my Christmas card is just one big cuss word to him. So, but like, yeah.
So I think that, like, let's just say, like, when we're young children or whatever, let's just go from that age. Let's think of when people, let's say, get jealous of somebody. Like, let's just say for if little Susie got to help the teacher erase the eraser board. Like, were you ever that kid, like, when you got to erase or you weren't that kid?
I was absolutely that kid. I was that kid who came to kindergarten with a red apple. And I was like, what's up, teacher? Here you go. This is your little thing.
You were a brown noser.
Absolutely. And then I was trying to clean the chalkboards. I was trying to organize the desk.
Trying to be seen.
Absolutely. That's trauma from my childhood, which is a different story about trying to prove your worth. But yeah, that's what I was doing.
But with that, okay, let's just take you. Like, so we're in kindergarten together. You're doing all of that.
Okay, we're fine.
I'm seeing that you're getting all of the attention from Mrs. Collins. And I'm just like, why is LeBron always getting this? Like, that.
How does that make you feel?
Jealous. Hurtful. I'm not being seen. And I'm like, why is he over there like getting to hang out with Miss Collins? And why does he get to erase the board? I don't know why this triggered me because I remember I love erasing.
Do you really?
Okay, I'm a man of a certain age. I remember I was in school when we had actual chalk.
Okay.
Were you? Did you?
I mean, yes, absolutely. Even in college, they had chalkboards, and they were
oh, really?
all the time. That's all they've learned from is chalkboards. That and projectors.
At UT, y'all had chalkboards?
Oh, girl, my calculus professor who had 3 semesters in a row, she would get up there, write her name in big letters, Miss Raden, and she said, if you don't know how to do this mathematical equation, drop the course. If you don't know how to do this, drop the course.
Ghetto. I don't think we had any at LSU, I'm just saying.
Texas is poor, okay? Poverty.
Okay, well, let's get back on track.
No,
okay.
but like the chalkboards and like the jealousy and seeing
Yes.
someone else get the favor that you may have wanted does make you feel a type of way.
Here's another example. Let's even talk about sports. I grew up playing sports. I played football.
I wrote this down too.
Really?
Yeah.
I grew up playing football. I played tennis. I was on the track team. I didn't run. I did the field events. I was throwing shit. But if you may not be a starter, you may not get playing time, and then let's just say there's a superstar on there, and they're getting all the attention.
Yeah.
And people's feelings start to develop more into hatred for this person.
Yeah.
It's more just jealousy. But let's just say if that person is getting all the praise and you got something slick to say to them, like they are just volunteering information to you, like, well, you ain't all of that.
Right. Giving them your opinion of, that.
And it's like, okay, and then that's when someone's like, okay, you're just being a hater. And I'm like, yes, you are being a hater. Now, do you think being a hater is always a bad thing?
No. I don't think it's always a bad thing. Like I was gonna say with sports, sports thrives off of hating. That is what actually sports thrives off. You pick your one team. Let's say you're a Green Bay Packers fan. And you're a football bitch, and you go to your stadium, and there's another team there. What are you giving to the other team? You're hating on them. You're going boo, or you're like cheering for your team, and then like boo when the other team get a goal. So like things in our society thrive off of hating. Like sports. And so when you're playing sports, I think there's a natural competitiveness where you're like, okay, well, we either have to win or I have to look good. One of those two things. So if you're losing and you're not looking good and someone else on your team may be losing, but they're looking really, really good, that puts them in a different place than you. And you're like, bitch, I want that to be me. Like, I want that to be me. Why is it them?
Right.
Whether that be they're taller, faster, whatever in sports, you have a natural inclination to like be a hater. So I think it's okay to be a hater and have those feelings, but we say it all the time in therapy and other things. You can have the emotion, but it's what you do with that emotion that it really changes what you're doing.
And that's what I want to put my 2 cents in the world. Because we've talked about this. I'm like, I don't think there's a problem being a hater. And that is one of my hot takes. I don't think there's an issue being a hater. I think being a hater if you utilize it correctly, it's a great motivator. Because if you see something that someone else has and you want that, I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting that.
Right. Your emotions are telling you want that. That is what your emotion is telling you.
And a lot of haters are quiet. A lot of haters are quiet. Just because someone isn't saying something to you, that does not mean they are not hating on you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think a good example of that is like someone.
Me.
Oh, do you have an experience?
Well, no, I'll be transparent with you. There are a lot of things that make me jealous in the way I'm like, fuck, I wish I had that. I wish I had this. Oh, I want this. But I'm not the type of person to go in someone's comments. I'm not the type of person to go and say, like, say if you had like an accomplishment, I'm really going to be happy because you are my fucking friend.
Yeah.
But I also gonna be like, well, fuck, I wish I had that too. Like, that's nice that he has that. But I'm not gonna tear you down because there's something that's insecure in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you care for me, or like you have a grownness about you where you're not going to tear me down because you're hating on me. Right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm not going to go out of my way just to say something slick to you, just so that way I can feel better about something that you have that I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But a lot of people, and you need to check your friends sometimes.
Woo!
You need to check your friends sometimes because your friends,
You hear that?
may be your biggest haters and you just don't even know it.
Okay. Remember we were at Kendrick and Jake's house and we were talking mess and they looked at us and said, well, who the hell are those friends?
Wait. Remind me. Wait.
We're going to bleep this out. Okay, we're back, y'all. We're back. But you remember that? We told them just the facts of the situation. We didn't even tell them too much. And they were like, those are haters.
Yeah.
Like they identified that's hater behavior.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's, I don't know. Are you in agreement with me where I think that being a hate, like we should just normalize hating? Because I have a whole, I would say, thesis for it. I'm not even saying a thesis, but
Should we normalize hating? I think there's a lot of hate out in the world already. I think Twitter is just one big platform for hate.
Not for just hate. Not like being like a rude ass, like, racist.
Right,
mother.
just
not
nasty.
That, no. I'm talking about, let's just say we are out, and let's just say I'm wearing something really, really nice. And you say something, and I look good, and you say something slick to me.
Okay.
I think I need to be able to be like, you know what? LeBron is just being a hater.
Yeah.
I don't need to stoop to that level to get them, like, because when someone says something slick to you, you may have something slick say back to them, and then there's a back and forth, and then the whole night maybe ruin you all. Like, there's tension with each other. It's like, okay, maybe I need to take myself out of the situation and be like, you know what? They are just hating. Let them hate. And then it is what it is. But then at the same time, but if those are your friends.
I was gonna say it's very personal because they're making a choice to give their opinion or say something about you. I even wrote down like one big way of hating is saying I'm just joking, like saying like if you're wearing a really nice outfit and I'm jealous of your outfit and be like, you should have worn a different color. Color doesn't really fit you. I don't think. I'm just joking. You know what I mean? Like that is very hater because you're saying what you think. Or you're kind of trying to put them down. But you saying I'm just joking kind of puts this like veil of like, no, we're still friends, girl. And it's like, no, you're hating on me.
You're a girl's girl.
Yeah, you're a girl's girl. Be a girl's girl. Be a girl's girl. Comedian, you want to get a girl. You should have come to our live show. Anyways.
But now I'm thinking about it because you just rose up a great point. I think I don't have any friends that have ever actually said something to me in a way where they were trying to hurt my feelings. Like say if I was wearing something. If I was wearing something that just was not for me, they were like, friend, is maybe like you look better in these, like, or give me like some alternatives or something. I don't know. Because now you got me thinking like, I don't think I have any friends that would say something like that to me.
Well, there's some other ways you can be a hater. And let me go down the list.
Okay.
So one thing is you can get a lot of backhanded compliments. Like they may be compliments, but they're like, oh, that looks really good for you. Like, oh, that watch, I'm sure you could have gotten that at a thrift store. I'm just reading BJ today, guys. I'm not really thinking. I'm just like, these are actually my real thoughts about BJ. No, but like, they're backhanded compliments that like keep coming. And if like they keep coming, then you should probably ask that person, like, hey, when you compliment me, you kind of say a compliment and then you kind of take it back at the end or say it's for me or like in my lane, it's acceptable. Why do you do that? So to your original question, should we normalize hating? We can only normalize hating if we normalize having a conversation when you are confronted about being a hater.
Ooh.
Because, like, if you're going to hate and put it out there, you've made a choice. and I don't have to sit here and get berated for the next 12, 9, 25 months. I can go back to you and be like, you're acting like a hater. And I want you to know that because you've done X, Y, and Z. And I would not do that to you. Now, what do you feel about that? And I don't think a lot of people are ready for that conversation.
I don't think they're ready for that. And I think when you classify somebody as a hater, they're going to get defensive about it.
Isn't that some shit? They're the ones hating. That's some Darvo shit. The deflect.
Because think about it, like, you're just being a hater. I'm not being a hater, bitch. Like,
exactly. Well, because it is a, hate and hater are very visceral words. I think both of them. But like when you constantly take it upon yourself to hate on somebody or say backhanded compliments, or this is another one, becoming a follower of someone else on Instagram and always looking at their story, being the first girl to look at their story, but never liking it, never responding to it, and never talking to you in real life when they see you out. Like, that's a fucking hater. Is that not a hater?
No.
Because they're always checking up on you, babe. They're always checking up.
They know your whole story. They know where you've been. They know where you ate.
They could tell you where you went to vacation last year.
Damn.
They can tell you things about yourself that you would never know. Why? Because they're checking up on you, honey. They're checking up on you.
Now, I ain't gonna. Okay, I don't think I'm being a hater, but sometimes I'm just sometimes just really curious about some people's lives, and I do follow them.
Do you have accounts that you follow and you never hit that like button? Like you're just a viewer.
Not most, but there are a few accounts that I'm truly just there just to be a voyeur, and I love that. And you know what? Maybe you're onto something, because think about it. If you're following someone just to keep tabs on them, but then when you get around your girls or whoever, you're talking shit about them. It's like, then why are you putting yourself through this torment? Why are you watching their content?
The girls will pay T-Mobile every month to access their phone and pay Apple every month to access their phone just to look at your Instagram and see what you're up to. They will pay their hard-earned dollars to keep up with you and be a fan, but never like you, never talk to you on Instagram, or never see you in person and say hi. Now, I'm a big fan of like celebrities and accounts that you view and you don't like their stuff. That's totally fine. But like if they're in the first 10 people of your circle, or what are those things called on Instagram, the stories? If the first 10 stories, if they're there, you constantly click on their story. Constantly. And so if they're there, baby, you're a fan.
Okay, look, there are some people that are on mine. I'm like, I don't look at your stuff at all. Why are you here? Like, why are you here? Why are you coming?
Do you take that step when you follow people for a really long time that you don't want to follow them anymore? Or maybe you're just viewing and you're like, why am I following this person? Do you take that step to like unfollow them, or do you continue following in most cases?
I haven't done like a mass unfollowing in a long time. Because
really?
I'm a person, I will follow. Just if I like your damn shoestring, I'll follow you.
You're like, I want to keep up for any reason.
Yes, if you entertain me in any capacity, I'm going to follow you. So that's why I would say my follower to following ratio is very lopsided, but I don't give a damn.
Right.
Because I'm like, my social media is for me to consume and what I want to see. But to answer your question, no. But I have come across some accounts where I'm just like, why am I following you?
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's why I want to follow you. But then I unfollow them.
I hate when someone changes their profile photo and name and everything, and you're like, bitch, who the fuck is this? And you go back, you scroll down about 4 rows, and you're like, oh, I know who this is. I saw this picture, or I like this photo, or something like that. And you're like, bitch, I didn't know these people. So I don't like when people change their Instagram photos, because I need to know who you were based on when I followed you. I'm not gonna keep up like that.
Now, what about people? Let's go in to social media. So when people are leaving comments, people are leaving comments on people's pages. Let's just say for someone got a new house or something, and then people in the comments is like, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, that ain't all of that. It's like, why do people feel the need to go and do that to people's accounts? Like, why?
It doesn't make sense to me. My MO when I go on, at least TikTok, I'll talk about TikTok specifically, I try to spread positivity. If I can't spread at least neutral comments, I don't try to post it. Like if I hate somebody, or if I say, like I stumble upon a Trump support, I'm not going to sit there and be like, your president's stupid. Like I'm not going to get there in an argument with people. I'm trying to spread at least make people's day better and not worse. So I don't know why people sit there and argue in the comments. I don't know why people say your hair looks dusty in here when it has nothing to do about their hair. Like, why?
No, honestly, low-key, okay. Low-key, I love when people be going at it in the comments. I live for it. But what gets me together, though, is truly, I'm just like, y'all really took the time to do and what Kid Fury says, like an iOS press release.
Yes.
And just put like a whole paragraph.
Yes.
I'm like, why? Like, why would you spend your time doing that? But then also, I live for the foolishness.
Oh, bro, I know. I love a comment.
But sometimes, like, okay, let's just take for who's on page where I was on somebody's page. It was like we did a collaboration with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody had said something like, "Oh, this is just crazy. I'm unfollowing y'all." I'm like, you could have just unfollowed us.
Maybe,
You did not.
yeah. We love you, but if you decide to take that step, bye.
Right.
What am I supposed to say to that? I'm so sorry. We'll delete the video.
I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were trying to get out of that, but I'm like, you could literally just unfollow and then that's it.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, I do not mind going to the comment section and just like, I don't like going to the comment sections for ours a lot anymore. I like to do them in spurts.
Yeah, spurts.
Because
yeah.
it can really
yeah.
drag you down. And that's another thing. It's like, why are you trying to hurt somebody's feelings?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why?
There's a fine line between feedback and hurting someone's feelings. I mean, like feedback is like, hey, I didn't like enjoy these parts, or like this could have been done better. Like you can give some kind, because you took the time to watch it, you can take some time to give feedback. That's great. But if you're just hating to hate, and you're just like, I don't like gays, this is disgusting. Like what? Go do something.
Okay, I want to get your opinion on this celebrity. I came to know this celebrity from the show Legendary. You know the show Legendary.
Yes,
That's the voguing.
That was a voguing program.
Voguing program, yes. So I want to talk about La Roche. Now I want to let you know, I do like La Roche. I think what he has done to Zendaya, what he's just done, he's really great at what he does. So that's how I know him from Legendary and how he communicates and how he talks to people.
Yes.
And the people who are on the show, they are very talented.
Absolutely.
And so they're out there showing their craft.
Yes.
And
It's been crafted at home anyways.
And he's supposed to be giving constructive criticism. That's that. He's now a judge on the Project Runway show. Have you been watching that?
Oh, he is, because he read Plain Jane, didn't he? I saw the clip where him and Plain Jane were the same.
And I didn't mind
that. That was good TV.
But this past episode that just came out, it was very just like, whoa, what? Like, I know this is supposed to be entertainment purposes, but there is a fine line between constructive criticism and just sometimes just being a hater.
Do you think he's just trying to recreate the Simon Cowell magic of like American Idol, of being like the spicy judge that tells it like it is and like really reads the girls down?
It's a trope. Like, you have to have like that person who is like, they go against the grain. Like, that's just like Michelle Visage in Drag Race. She
complains every time they say green. Anytime someone wears green or says green or farts green, she is pissed. Sorry. That's so annoying to me.
But so what do you know about La Roche? Let me just ask you.
Okay, so he's Zendaya's stylist. He's also Ari's stylist.
Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
He does at her show, I think.
Okay,
at least. He helped with the costumes or something like that. And then I've seen a few videos where he like procures these dresses for Zendaya at shows and then gets her whatever. So I've watched his like YouTube clips and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, not flamboyant, it's not the word I want to use, but he's very like, himself, but he's also very regal.
Yeah.
But there's a sense of importance in him that his shit don't stank. He's very much the creme de la creme of fashion.
Mm-hmm,
and I'm sure when he gives his opinion on TV, he tries to read the girls down for good TV.
Yeah.
But I think it could borderline on like, I'm up here, you're down there, your opinion is shit. But it's fashion, it's art. Like there's different interpretations and not La Roche, just everyone's taste. So like, I think he does teeter on like critique versus hater. And I think sometimes when he wants attention, he goes into haterville.
And okay, so this last episode that it was one previous before that. Joseph McCrae, wonderful stylist. Like, I followed him. I wanted some like design some stuff for us.
Oh, good.
Like he is such an amazing design, and he's very confident like in his design. Like when you watch him on the show, I think he's so sweet. Some people on the show that do not like his competitors do not like him. I don't know. He's black, so I'll root for everybody black.
Right, I'm rooting for everybody black.
He's fierce. But anyway, so one of the episodes, he created his garment, but there was, I guess, extra fabric. So he made a little garment for him. But now, well, actually not now.
Is that against the rules or something?
No, you can do that. But it's supposed to be a blind runway, so the judges don't know who created what. So
matching color, yeah.
So when they were up on the stage doing their thing, Law like really like read him down. Was like, this is coming off as cocky. This is supposed to like, this is supposed to be a blind runway. And you coming up here wearing like the same fabric, like, what are you doing? You're just trying to be seen. I'm like, I get your critique. This is like, you're saying, hey, you're kind of breaking the rules. But it's like, why are you trying to like, again, hurt someone's feelings? That's what I don't understand.
You think La Roche roots for every black?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I really do think so.
I mean, for the most part, I've seen him interact with a lot of POCs in his YouTube shows, so probably. But I just want to ask the question.
I just want to say this: I live for La Roche because I love seeing a black man up there doing what he has to do, and then like being such like powerful as he is. So I do appreciate him for that. But at the same time, it's like, girl, can you please cool it?
Yeah, there's a degree. Again, there's a degree between feedback and like haterville. Like sometimes you just don't like a person and you want to see them fail. You become a hater.
But then he also got into somebody else's ass. It's like, it's like I have like it's like I'll be like, Law, you ain't gotta do all that, but then he'll go really in on somebody else who I don't really care for. I'm like, okay. You back in my good graces. I don't know.
He just has interesting taste, right? I don't think he's everyone's cup of tea, but I think he does a good job and he's a stylist and he looks to me doing the job. So I love it for him.
Are you a fan of La Roche?
I mean, he's on Drag Race. I've seen him on Legendary. I've seen him on Zendaya's or his YouTube channel. So like I don't know him outside from those references. So I don't want to even speak on his character because those are only limited things. But like what I've seen, when he's like after Paris Night and he's kind of like debriefing in his YouTube videos, like he seems like to be a nice, lovely human being. He does very, very strong opinions because I think there was like a mix up with a brooch. Did you see that whole kerfuffle? This is a couple of weeks ago.
Nope.
But Zendaya had a brooch on her, a Spider-Man brooch that was a spider, and he put it on Instagram saying it was this designer, but it actually was an archival piece from this other designer, and then they posted on their Instagram. So I guess people were dragging La Roche for getting it wrong with the two designers.
Oh my God.
And exactly, and after he was like, he got home and he was talking about it. He was like, this is so exhausting. You girls really didn't think I didn't know that it was an archival piece from this designer that this designer took and put a rock in it. Like he's like, I know this, girls, but like the nuances you can't handle. So, haha. So I think he's like doing his job well and he's very himself. But the girls are hating on him for making a mistake.
Now, real quick, is there anybody, and this is all entertainment purposes, y'all, we're just talking shit. Who do you think is, not you pointing at me, in your opinion, who is a hater that is a celebrity? That you think like, you know what, you are just a complete hater.
The celebrity is a hater?
Anybody, it could be anybody.
Hold on. What's his name?
You tell me.
Not DaBaby, but who's gay secretly?
Oh, you talk about Boosie.
Boosie. Boosie is I don't know Boosie from Adam, right? Boosie, I don't really listen to his music. I don't know who Boosie is. The only reason I know Boosie is because he's always talking about gay people. He's always talking about gay men.
Always talking about booty sex.
Booty sex.
Booty sex.
Always using it online, on live, talking about like, oh, you want to do booty sex? That's gross. Always talking about it. It's on his mind. That's a person I know deep in their heart. They wake up, they're in an LA mansion, they walk to their kitchen, huge kitchen made, open the refrigerator, get a water, and then flip open their phone just to say some shit today.
Why do you think homophobes are just such big haters in general? Because, those are our biggest haters. Our biggest haters. Like, we'll be at Pride having a really good time, and then you have the people with the, like, little picket stick, stick,
oh, yeah, the Westboro bitches.
And I'm like, y'all, aren't y'all supposed to be teaching, like, love? Like, y'all are truly teaching hate.
Ain't no love like Christian hate, okay?
Like you're teaching your. I remember I was somewhere. You're teaching your kids like to be rude, be mean to people that look different from you that you don't understand, and that is one thing that is crazy though. Like, what's that quote? Like the things that you don't know, you fear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe you all should go like meet a gay person. And you actually know one of my coworkers. I ain't gonna put them out, but we were just talking, and because everybody knows that I'm gay in my job. Like I don't hide it. It is what it is.
DJ, you're gay. Sorry,
I'm bisexual. I keep telling you this. But no, listen. He told me like I said like a joke to him. I said him like a drag queen, like giving everything, and then he disclosed to me. He's like, just recently I've become more open and more tolerant. I was like, since when? He's like, since 2023. I'm like, baby, that wasn't too long ago. But he did say, like, I have my girlfriend. She has shown me the light. And I'm like, okay, I love that. Because I think those people just need to just meet people and just see that we are just like everybody else.
Most people are just they don't know, they don't have that experience, or they're just being haters. Like, we did a live show a little while ago, and some guy in the audience was being a fucking hater to the girl on stage.
Mhm.
And every time she talked about abortion, he was like, I'm pro-life. And every time she was like, are you okay, dude? He was like, no, I'm a school shooter.
Yeah, I was like, get him out of here.
That guy was like, he wants attention away from this female comic because he wants people to look at him. And he wants that. The envy of everyone laughing at her and her having a good set and him ruining it with his school shooter vibes, like pro-life bullshit. Like, he wanted that. And like, he was such a fucking hater. And I hate when men are haters. I hate when homophobic men are haters against the gay community. Like, we've done anything to them. Like, we've done nothing besides be sons and daughters of y'all and live our lives. That's all we've been doing. Like, I don't know a single case of a gay person attacking a straight family in a park or like doing anything. So I really, really, I want to talk to black straight men for a little bit. They can automatically become a hater because they're so scared of people looking at them as gay at all or any sexual anything, or they even have a booty hole.
Come on, Monique.
Okay, like, they're such haters, and like, it's a defense mechanism to say, I'm not gay, so I'm gonna hate on those people. I'm gonna hate on trans or gay people or bisexual people, but your girl can lick a pussy.
Oh,
You
two
have-
red
so
bones
you-
kissing
so
in
you
the
have-
back seat.
So you have it in you. So you have it in you to say lesbianism is fine because it tickles my fancy. But like, if someone looks at me and questions my sexuality, they become automatically like the most visceral hater, at least in my experience. Like, straight white men, there are times where they give aggression towards gay people or just a little bit like, I don't like your kind. But I'm not around white men that often anyway.
Slave.
I ain't your slave.
You know, okay, so I want you to ask you the question.
Fuck
but
you,
also,
Boosie.
But I also
Sorry.
want to answer the question as well. And I feel bad because the person you said is a black person, and the two people I'm going to say are black people as well. And but you know, I consume more black content. Yeah. But just as of
50% more.
Anyway, just as of late, I don't know if you've been seeing, but Tamar Braxton has been in the news. I'm like, girl, what is your problem? And then also Nicki Minaj. Hey,
we can get to her, but like, what's Tamar been up to?
Her and Katie Burr is just beefing, and she has a lot of things to say, but she never can like truly back it up like with her talent.
Yeah,
and which is so sad because I think Funky Dineva or somebody else said this, like, you know, Tamar, like, you can sing. We know she can sing.
Talent.
But nobody talks about your singing anymore. They talk about you being in the news, talking shit about people. And I'm like, yes, your sister, Toni Braxton, is the star. We know Toni Braxton for her music.
It's always been that way.
Always been that way. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're an accessory. You're not an accessory. You're your own person, all those things. But like, because she's had her career, you and your family have had that career. And like, you coming online and bashing other people now that your career's in the later stage is weird.
But you know,
it's very Muppet behavior. I'm sorry. I just wanted to put a reference in.
You are a bitch.
No,
you are a bitch.
I have to describe it. I have to describe it to the listeners real quick. So, listeners, we're gonna put a clip real quick about the time that Tamar was on The Talk, and she said that people online were calling her a Muppet. And everyone else on The Talk had to act like they were not about to laugh their ass off.
Lottie Love going.
And then Adrienne is over there like going like this, like she's crying, but she's actually just controlling it. And the other girl puts her hand in her head. Anyways, I'll put a clip up. It's amazing. No offense, Tamar.
But now we're about to get into Miss Minaj's. We have to get into her ass. Even when Nicki was at like the height of her career, she was so insecure about any other rap girl coming up in the game. What
do you consider her height?
She's like 5'4". What? Right? No? Yeah. She's not 6 foot, is she?
No, the height of her career.
Oh.
She's 5'2", just for the record.
Hey, you could have meant that.
Oh, that was perfect. Oh. I was like, what year is her height? And you were like, 5'5". No, like the height of her career. What was the height of Nicki's career?
I'm sorry. That was cute. Ooh. Now I'm hot. Okay. I don't know.
Like, so you're talking about like 2013, 18,
I'm just gonna say when
2020.
the first pink print came out.
The pink print came out in 2013.
So I
2012.
sure. I just think like why do you feel so threatened? Like, just because you have this level of success, why can't somebody else also have that level of success?
Yeah.
And I always think, why don't y'all band together? Like,
Yeah.
just imagine if Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj had bound together. That would have been a damn good ass tour.
Right.
Like, y'all girls need to just go make that money.
It would have been amazing. I will say with like rap girls, it's always been a thing in rap. You have a rival. You kind of rap about people and what they've done to you, so that you put it in your art and stuff. But Nicki Minaj specifically, her hater raid comes from insecurity and who she is and how bad of a bitch she actually is. I'm gonna gas her up real quick and then I'll get back to beating her ass. She is a great motherfucking rapper. She came up with Lil Wayne and everybody else and Drake, and she had the staying power. She was queen, in my opinion, she was queen of rap all the 2010s. All the 2010s.
Yeah, she was.
And then at some point, the money wasn't enough. The fame wasn't enough. The barbs online weren't enough. And she wanted that insecurity to be filled. And I think, honestly, the people she filled it with were not the best choices. We all do it. So no shade, Nicki, but like the people she has filled it with are not good. And she has a deep insecurity. So when she sees Megan in 2019 coming up and being a big, big, big rap girl, she said, actually, this is my game. I've been doing this for the last 10 years. Megan worked hard for her shit just like you did. Step aside, motherfucker. Like, she has a place in this game too. And when Cardi got real big in 2017, that's what shifted her wig and made that insecurity really come out. Because we all thought, you're the queen of rap. You can't go to sleep at night being like, I'm not the baddest bitch alive. And then Bodak Yellow went #1 and you lost your mind. Lost your mind. So don't feel that insecurity, Nicki. I don't know what is with you. You are the baddest bitch alive. I promise you, if you had not said all the things you had said, you could have 10, 15, 20 more years in the rap game. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
But I won't listen to a dime of her.
Me neither. Nicki has solidified herself in, like, I would say, the Hall of Fame of, like, I would say, female. She truly has.
Her place is there.
She revolutionized her. Like, she truly has. But with the recent situations that she has been in, like,
when she talked Boys Should Be Boys, that's why I said never again.
Never
again.
I want to get people's opinion. Like, do you all think that, like, what are y'all opinions on big people being hater? Do you all, well, I kind of shifted my thoughts on, because I was like, let's normalize it. But now I'm on the bandwagon, what you're saying. Maybe we should normalize it. Maybe we should, like, talk about why do you feel this way? Like, why do you feel this way to tell me X, Y, Z? Right? That what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think in our big age, we have to have that conversation and be able to be like, you're being a hater.
Yeah.
Or like, any call. If you're my friend, you're my family, you're anywhere in my close circle, you have the right to stop me and go, this is what I'm thinking right now, and it's not right.
And I think this is where I was really getting at it. I think it's one of those, because this is what I do for myself. When I find myself getting in a stage where I feel like I am being a hater, because I think we all have it in us. We all have it in us being a hater. Yeah, bitch, you do too. But what I'm saying is, I always step back and it's like, okay, why do I feel this way?
Yes.
What has that person done to me? They've done nothing to me.
Yeah.
What they may have made me have like a feeling, but they have not done anything to me. So I should not direct any ill will towards them, like any ill will thoughts to them.
Yeah, if someone achieves something I'm really trying to achieve, of course, there's a flash of jealousy at the beginning. Like when I see people buy homes, and I go, and they post a thing in the front, they're like, bought a home. I go, oh, that's so nice for you, motherfucker. And then I go, whoa, why am I feeling this way?
Exactly.
Oh, because I haven't bought it. Oh, okay. And I try to like reel it back. We're our big age.
Use it as motivation. And
can I play a quick game with you before we go to another topic?
I was going to take a break real quick.
Okay,
let's take a break. Let's take a break. All right, y'all, we are back, and LeBron has a game that he wants to play with me, and I'm super excited. But before we get to the game, how you feeling? I feel the same.
I feel good. No, I feel like I don't know if it's because I've gotten a lot of therapy conversations out in this podcast, or it's because of the drink, but I feel very like clear.
Yeah, like I feel calm. I really do feel calm.
Yeah, calm, clear. I feel good. I do actually think it's like I'm feeling a little bit of something from it, but I may be under vitamined or whatever. All
right, let's go.
So we're gonna play a game real quick. It's called Friend or Foe, because we're talking about haters and friends that may be haters. So I'm gonna ask BJ, in these situations, is this person a friend or a foe? You ready to play?
Ready.
All right. So they're very quick 3 scenarios. The first one is your best friend puts an ugly photo of you up on Instagram, but they look flawless and it was good memories. Is that a friend or foe?
They put a picture of us.
You two on vacation. She looks amazing. You look crazy.
Are they a friend or are they
On
a foe?
Instagram. It has 500 likes already, so people have already seen it.
Oh, God. They're a friend.
They're a friend.
They're my friend. They're a
Okay.
friend. Because this happened before. I'm like, bitch, why you put that photo up? You know I'm over here looking like a fucking scarecrow. Why you put that up?
You take like they're doing their best. Like maybe they look good. They just didn't think about you, or they don't even think you look bad. Maybe you think you look bad.
I'm gonna say this because I posted shit. When I post things of me, if you look crazy, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Don't take a photo with BJ. Obviously,
If you look great, because I'm always gonna look out for BJ. I'm just being for real. I'm gonna always look out for BJ.
When I put our references up here, I always try to make sure I find the best photo of you. Sometimes
I appreciate it,
Yeah.
and it's usually all of them.
You're
so
welcome.
Continue.
Besides that one, I'll show you on the references for this week. Anyways, the second scenario I have for friend or foe is you, BJ, has worked tirelessly and now you have gotten a promotion. But when you text your friend group, your one best friend responds, "That must be nice. I wish that happened to me." And they didn't say anything else to you for the rest of the day. Is that a friend or a foe?
That's a hater and that's a punk ass bitch. That's a punk ass bitch. But I don't think any of my friends would even do that. That's something like it's hard for me to imagine that. But no, that person is a punk ass bitch. They are a hater and fuck them.
And why? And why? Like, what specifically in that scenario makes them a hater? So you just got a promotion, you've been working really hard, and your friend responds back in the group text message that it must be nice. I wish that happened to me.
Like this is like my best friend, like who like
This
in
is
the
like
friend group.
This is like
we are like
one of your two closest Judys.
yeah. Well, hold up, but they don't text me for the rest. Like
They don't text you for the rest of the day, and they normally text you every
and
day.
there's
all
no
day.
no side because usually like you text in the group chat. So
There's
fuck
not
them.
radio silent for a whole day.
Fuck them. You
Right?
be my friend. Like my best friend, and you didn't say nothing to me. And what you gonna say is like, I wish that happened to me.
I wish that happened to me. And I think the real bit of that one is like you have to be able to be happy for me and my successes because I work hard for these successes. So
Yes.
when I have them and I tell you about them, you better be fucking happy or I'm not gonna tell you about them, bitch. Like what?
You know what? I want to answer that. You know when someone is listening to you and checking up on you because they will ask you questions. Remember I asked you about your little thing? I was like, how's that going? What's going on? I was like, how's that been? Like,
And that was very nice.
because some people you can always tell when people don't live for you. They don't live. Anyway, we'll keep going. That's another one.
No, I when people don't live. Anyways. So this is the last of friend or foe. So
Why you acting like Trixie Mattel playing RuPaul?
I love when she did this on Snatch Cam. That was like the best to me. Like I genuinely, I don't like a lot of her stuff on RuPaul's Drag Race, but that is iconic.
Okay.
So so you have a certain style, BJ, and you're hanging out with your friends, and next time you see them, you notice that you're a good Judy. You haven't seen her in a couple weeks, but she bought the same shoes as you that you had last week that you showed her or him. And you also notice next time you see them that they have the same shirt that you're wearing right now. And every time they compliment your outfits, they tell your style is trash, but then they end up with your garments later. So is this person a friend or foe? Now they buy them; they don't steal them from you.
Okay.
But they're buying your clothes and your style, but then also every time you see them, kind of give you a little negative things about yourself.
So this punk ass is telling me that I look crazy, I look trash, I ain't never gonna be worth nothing.
Like they said, oh, those shoes don't look that good, but then they ended up with the same suede shoes. So what happened?
Bitch, first off, if we're in the club, I'm spilling some on them shoes. I'm spilling some on you. I'm going, oops. I don't know what happened. No, this is not your friend.
You're getting some Kool-Aid packets and rub them on it.
Some Kool-Aid. No.
I'm
truly going to sabotage what you got on. That is not your friend. If
right?
they do it, if they're telling you that you don't look good in those clothes, but then they go and buy those exact clothes, bitch, what you trying to say?
Exactly.
Like, no, first off, you know I look T. You don't want to tell me I look T. And you have to go jock my style because you know you ain't T.
Yep.
I had to model it for you first, and you like what you saw.
Apparently, I looked this up before. There's a specific kind of hater raid. It's called being in competition in secret, where they're always in competition with you, stealing from you, taking ideas, stylings, what you do, what you do to stay fit, but never like giving to you, as in like, oh, you look good, and like you helped me with this, but always trying to just siphon the good parts of you and never the compliments to you.
So it's like the Mean Girls. Like, think about it. Remember Caddy? She stole from Regina.
Yes, and they all were in the competition with each other, right? Like they had to wear pink on Wednesdays.
Except Karen. I don't think Karen didn't really give a damn. She was just there.
Karen didn't know where she was.
She was just there. She was just having
I can feel it when it rains.
Okay, real quick, rapid fire. Those questions are those your friends or foes?
The ugly friend on IG, you're dead to me. First of all, if you post an ugly photo of me, no. I actually don't care about Instagram, so that's totally fine. But if you don't like that I got a promotion, I'm never telling you a thing again. Like if you come to me and say you don't like something about my life, and I go, well, I'm gonna keep doing that, or I'm gonna have that promotion, or I'm gonna work for this goal, and then you get mad at me, or don't like it, or don't talk to me about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Life is hard.
Yes.
I don't need more people in my way. I don't need more people who will be silent on my success.
Mm-hmm.
And then the friend who buys shoes and stuff all the time, now that to me is a compliment. Now if you started wearing Vans and little short
But they
shorts,
told you they look trash on you.
okay, that person I don't like. And I do have people in my life like that. I need to talk to them. Actually.
Who?
There are people that like tell me my style's not good.
Who?
Okay, my style's not good though. Like
Who told you that?
my friend Jackie, she doesn't tell me my style's not good, but she tells me I need to buy better things for myself and style myself in different ways. So she has a caring edge to it. It just teeters on 21-year relationship of friendship, bitching, and all that stuff. I'm not complaining.
All right. Now I want us to answer one question from the Messy Bowl. So let's go in there real quick.
Messy Bowl. We're gonna have Keller make a jingle at some point, and so it's gonna be Messy Bowl. Ooh, ah. Anyways,
You ain't gonna sing it. But
I'm not gonna sing
choose
it.
one.
All right.
And we'll do like a quick little 1-2 punch just to close it out.
We'll do this one right here. And since I wrote it, I hope I can read it. Ooh. This one's controversial. That's the only controversial one in there. Should we do another one? Here,
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do another. We'll leave that one for another time, Messy Bowl. Okay. This is a question for both of us, I guess.
Okay.
What
you wrote it.
Yeah. What does a first date look like for you? And do you have a lot of sex on the first date?
You have a lot of sex.
So, like, walk us through what a first date looks like for you. But is your goal on the first date to have a lot of sex?
Okay. We're going to parking lot this one because this can go on for a minute and we do not have a lot of time. So we're going to save this one.
Okay, we're going to save this one. Are we going to bleep it? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
We're going to bring it back. We'll bring it back.
We're going to come back because I want to answer this one.
Yes.
This will be on our...
Yes.
Yeah.
Listeners, we just found our topic for the next episode.
We got our next topic. So anyway, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Messy Thoughts. You can find us at messythoughts.com. You'll find all of our social medias. We have TikTok, we have Instagram, and we also have YouTube. And we are trying to get up our subscribers. So
that's
make sure you go over there and subscribe to us. And if you want to contribute to the Messy Bowl, please write into us. You can put it on any of our clips that we have on, like, a question, and we'll add it to the Messy Bowl. Anything else from you, LeBron?
No, make sure to pay your insurance. Make sure to look for discounts where you can. And make sure to tell your friends when they look fly, sexy, and hot, or anything of the sort. Love you.
Why you put on these sunglasses? I live, though.
I'm giving cop, honey. It does give. This is like my white side. I'm like very.
Oh, gosh. Okay, y'all. That is Messy Thoughts, where the thoughts are messy.
And the bottoms are calm.
There we go.
Okay, I got to say it correctly one time. So
I love the little like
calm, but the bottoms are not. Love you.
Bye.
Messy thoughts.